High Exiles. So, we're now in week 2 of early access, and a lot has changed since launch. As you can see in the video, I've made a new character. I decided to try another build because honestly, the witch was terrible for me. Between that and some other frustrations, I'd had enough. I'll get into those details a bit later. If you caught my first review last week, you know I really liked the game overall, but I had a lot of complaints about item drop rates, acquiring gold, mobility, and most of all, that I really don't like dodge roll. I have to say though, I was pleasantly surprised at how fast GGG stepped in to make changes. Some changes were good, others less so. But hey, they're clearly trying to get things right, and I didn't expect them to act this quickly. Now, if you're looking for a detailed breakdown of every change, there are plenty of videos from the paid streamers for that. And of course, if you want, you can also read the patch notes. What I want to share is how the game feels for me this week after the patch. I decided to start fresh with a new build, and I went with an idea inspired by my good friend, MB Extreme. And by good friend, I mean he doesn't know I exist. LOL, but I've always liked a lot of the builds he made in PoE 1. Right from the start, this build felt like the right choice. Leveling up to my first main skill wasn't bad at all. I think I needed to hit level 8 before I could use it. From there, the build really started to kick in. Compared to the Witch, it was a massive improvement. And with the Mercenary, the more I leveled, the better the build performed. By the time my Witch hit level 37, I had racked up 70 deaths. This build? I was level 34 in the video with only 11 deaths, most of which happened before level 12. That alone was a huge quality of life improvement. The changes GGG made to item and gold drop rates were also immediately noticeable. I was able to find usable gear and had enough gold to tweak my skill tree here and there. I even had extra to gamble for items in hopes of an upgrade. Between the new build and these adjustments, the game felt like night and day compared to last week. I wasn't just playing it because it looked good, I was playing because I was actually enjoying myself. Don't get me wrong though, the game still has its issues. The zones still feel too big, some of the rare mobs are unreasonably hard, and the Ascendancy trials are just wow. They're so frustrating that I've been avoiding them until I'm overleveled. They're too punishing, one-shot deaths, losing all progress, and having to start over? No thanks. They really need to do something about that. I never thought I would miss labs so much. Plus, getting the tokens to even attempt them isn't easy. From what I hear, maps have similar issues, so I'm not exactly excited about that either. And then there's dodge roll. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, I really dislike the mechanic. It feels clunky and unnatural to me, and I hate that the game puts so much emphasis on it. From what I hear, it becomes even more important for boss fights and maps. And I'll be honest, I don't want to do it. It's not fun, it doesn't feel good, and I really wish they'd focus on other aspects of gameplay instead of making dodge roll such a core requirement. That said, I've been having fun playing this week, and apparently my wife can tell, and she is happier too. It looks like I'll be sticking with the game for a while, so I'll probably post another video next week. Hopefully, I'll have reached the end game by then and can share my thoughts on that. I can tell you that I will probably not be making another character. I just can't imagine running through this super long campaign again with another tune. My advice? Do your homework and pick a build that's performing well and that fits your playstyle. Remember though, this is still early access, and a lot is going to change over the next few months. Try not to let it frustrate you too much. If you're easily frustrated, you might want to wait for the full release. And not that far off, and there's always the next PoE 1 league to fill the time. Until next time, this is Old Man Gaming wishing you happy gaming.
Your job's long over me, old mate.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.